Hey everyone, it's your girl Hannah Joy Gebrselassie with Hannah Joy TV, and I first want to just send a lot of positive vibes, a lot of love to you wherever you are in this world right now. I know our communities are facing such an unprecedented time. There's a lot of fears, there are a lot of concerns, and it's just a time that we've never experienced with the coronavirus outbreak, the COVID-19 world pandemic. And I just want to encourage you wherever you are to stay strong, to stay hopeful, and to do your part to really just stay as safe as possible, right? None of us are perfect. We're going to make mistakes, but at least we can do what we can in order to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Our hearts really go out to the families of those loved ones who passed away due to the coronavirus. Right now, reports are saying more than 7,000 deaths across the world due to COVID-19. And it's just so sad to see something so unexpected like this come in and take these brothers and sisters. So really prayers up for those family members. Also to those who are continuing to work firsthand to protect us, right? So many of you all work in the medical field. I have good friends right now that are working in the ER, one of my best friends, and I'm just thinking about them. I'm asking that God protects them, really keeps them safe throughout this process. And so really we need to make sure we're thanking those who work in the medical field, those experts, those scientists who are working diligently to provide us updates and the care that we all need to really stay safe. So really thank those people who are working around the clock. And it's also important to thank those people who are working at places like grocery stores, at gas stations, at banks, all these different places that are staying open, that are serving us, right? So really to thank them for what they're doing. Officials came out recently and just said that they're encouraging us not to be a part of gatherings with more than 10 people. So they're really encouraging people right now during these times to just keep gatherings to a minimum. So I think this really speaks to how serious this is becoming. And so I hope we can do our parts to, again, just do our best to stay safe and encourage each other. We've seen so many people step up in this hard time to really help out. And so I just want to say thank you to every single person. I hope we can all see how we can promote positivity or help out somebody in this time, even if it's on social media, even if you can make sure that you're sending a positive message, and also make sure that you are sharing credible and legit sources, because when you're sharing information, there's a lot of misinformation out there. So please make sure that you're turning to the CDC and the World Health Organization as your top two sources of news, when it comes to gaining new information about the coronavirus, because again, there's a lot of misinformation out there. So that's definitely one way we can all play a part, by making sure we're getting the latest information from the World Health Organization and the CDC. And also, just like a few things I want to remind us of all, because I want us to take this seriously, is it's crazy because you keep hearing wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, but it's so important. Every time you leave somewhere, every time you come into some place, just wash your hands, and it's up to 20 seconds if you can. That's really important. Hand sanitizer is really important as well. And cover your cough. Make sure you're covering your cough if you need to sneeze or cough. If you do need to go out, in public or to places, and you are sick, if you are sick, they say you should wear a mask. Otherwise, you don't necessarily need to. They're saying make sure not to touch your face and your mouth and your eyes. Like when you go out, so I don't think we realize how much we really touch our face and our eyes and our mouth, but we do a lot. It's just, for a lot of us, it's just human nature. When you are out and about, just try not to touch metal surfaces. Think about it if you take public transportation, try not to touch the handrails. There's just a lot of ways you can really try and avoid this. And social distancing is a big thing that they're talking about right now. For me and my mom, my mom's still gonna be going to work. Luckily, I can work from home, but a lot of us still do have to go into the office. So just as much as you can, try and protect yourself. Stay 6 to 10 feet away from people. Don't hug, right now, like if you're seeing people. And another thing for younger folks, right? We are not immune to this. We can all catch it, regardless of your age, your race, your ethnicity, your, how much you make. The only thing is that they're saying younger people aren't necessarily showing the same symptoms. So you could very well be a 21-year-old walking around and not showing the symptoms, but still have it and pass it to somebody. They're saying avoid large gatherings and crowded places. Again, that's where that recommendation to keep gatherings under 10 people for now is coming in. And then, as much as possible, I know the past couple of days, instead of, going here, going there, going there, going there, my mom and I have been spending some time at home together. We were able to, bond and clean the garage out and just, cancel some things so we're able to, as much as we can. A lot of people don't have that option, right? So just do what you can, to protect yourself and your loved ones. But, as often as you can, try and just stay at home. You don't need to be traveling miles to go see everybody right now. There's a reason why we have these phones, right? You can virtually call people, you can FaceTime people. My sister-in-law was telling me how she did a virtual brunch, right? She couldn't go meet her girls for brunch, but they just had like a 6-way FaceTime date. So try doing that, and you can drink your bunna, your coffee, your bun, just like that, virtual FaceTiming or video conference calling. And then of course they're saying they're gonna be rolling out more accessible testing, which we hope is the case, because right now, there's been a lot of complaints where people are not able to access testing, but we're hoping that, throughout this next week, they will be able to roll out more testing so more people can get tested and then of course treated. I'm going to have a link in the bio as far as like what the symptoms are exactly. I know we're not perfect, we're going to live our lives, we're going to do our best, and we really just have to have faith and be strong and know that this time will pass and we will get through this, and just do our best, to keep ourselves as protected as possible. I know it's hard for a lot of people, and it's so sad to see what's happening in our communities, but now's the time to really come together, to unite, to see how we can work together and do our parts to really, really not just keep ourselves safe, but to keep the people around us safe as well, and also support those who are vulnerable. There's a lot of people right now who are a lot more vulnerable than us, so see what you can do, whether it's donating money or volunteering. There's a lot of shelters and places that need volunteers right now, but of course being safe when you do all that. So I really just want to send you a huge just message of comfort tonight. I want to send you a lot of love wherever you are in this world. I know it's hard, but we will get through it. And I just encourage you to stay strong, to support those people around you, even if it's just sending positive messages, as well as stay updated with all the news by the CDC and the World Health Organization, because again, those are your two most reliable sources right now. So from my heart to your heart, sending you a lot of love, positive vibes, and peace.